Good morning, everybody. It's one more day. It's the weekend. It's Thursday, and I'm heading to work this morning, early in the morning. It's a little bit chilly. It's still on the chilly side, although it's almost spring. As a matter of fact, it's my spring break holiday, beginning a Saturday of next week. And I'm flying on Friday of next week, right after work. And this time, I'm heading off to Caribbean once again in a small island nation, and this is the Aruba. And I've been wanting and wishing and planning to go to this island nation. So there are two other nations that are in cluster with Aruba. They call it the ABCs: Aruba, Curacao, Aruba, Bonaire, and Curacao. I'm planning to go to these three. So it looks like I will be only going to Aruba this time. So in the summer, I am planning a trip to Bonaire and Curacao, and together with Seychelles, because Seychelles had open to international tourists as long as you are fully vaccinated. I'm vaccinated, and I'm gonna be fully vaccinated by the first week of April. I got the Moderna. I'm over the moon. As a matter of fact, so being vaccinated, because I opted to do so, feels you even more confident going outside. And I hope this truly happened, that here in the States, you can congregate if everybody in that group is vaccinated. Although you are vaccinated, it is highly suggested, and I would say it should be way better for you and for the other people to still follow the standard health protocols. Masking, social distancing, hand washing all the time. We're so clean now, right? Anyway, it's Thursday, and it's a chilly side still. There is a 30% chance of rain today, and it should be fine. But because the spring is almost here, I hope everybody is doing well and making this day the best day ever. And again, I am just thrilled, excited, over the moon. I'm heading on to a holiday in Aruba. All right, and then summer is pretty fast approaching. So planning the trip to Seychelles, as I said, Curacao and Bonaire, and Seychelles as well. I was supposed to go to Seychelles when this global pandemic started hitting the entirety of the nation and the whole world as well, when all the flights were canceled. As in fact, so the flight that I am using, for my flight to Seychelles, was my flight that was canceled. And the good thing about the Emirates, so they give you a year to use the ticket. So that's why I'm using it, going to Seychelles. All right, and I'm planning to go to the Philippines. The thing is that now until the mid of April, so they are now allowing international tourists as well as the balikbayans. The only people that they allow, I think, is only $1,500, no, 1,500 people per day. All the airlines are the overseas Filipino workers, the OFWs. So if you are a tourist, foreigner with a tourist visa or a balikbayan, you're blocked. I'm glad that I did not plan to go to the Philippines this time. Well, I'm still on the grind though. So my plan is in the summer. Okay, with all the hopes and all the prayer, hopefully Philippines will open once again. I love the Philippines. Alright, it's in my blog. Once again, traveling is not arriving to a new destination. It is looking at the world in a different perspective. Keep that smile, and the world will smile at you. Cheers! Be safe, bye, and God bless everybody. Hi everyone, I just got home from work. It's pretty gloomy, and it's pretty wet. As a matter of fact, it's raining. Well, I just don't like rain as much as possible. I want the sunny side up. Anyway, we need the rain though. So I just got home from work, and it's already March, and I think it's March 18. And so in fact, we just move the time 1 hour ahead. It's a daylight savings time, so the days are getting longer and longer and longer. As a matter of fact, so which I love. And then spring is just a stone away. It's just around the corner. So sneezing will be in. So hopefully it's not COVID. Anyway, so just got this from the mail today. So this is another COVID testing. But this one is not the PCR, not the swabbing. It's a saliva testing. I am doing another COVID testing through saliva because I'm flying very soon. As a matter of fact, so in Friday of next week, I'm leaving and I'm heading off to Aruba. One of the destinations that I've been wanting to go is in the Caribbean. So it's pretty easy as a matter of fact. So they don't require, actually they do require PCR, the nasal testing, what does PCR stands for? I forgot. Anyway, whatever it is, it's PCR. It's a nasopharyngeal something. Alright, so I got that PCR testing 3 times when I first on my way before heading off to Antigua in Barbuda. I was in when was that? I was in November during the Thanksgiving holiday, and then went to Maldives. As a matter of fact, I did it twice for my trip to Maldives, on my way to Maldives and on my way out back to the United States. Because Maldives immigration require all outbound passengers, whether you are local or international traveler coming from their country living, you gotta have a PCR test, which I did. So I got that was my 3rd time, and this is my 4th time. This one, Aruba, requires PCR, but if you're flying with JetBlue, they allow saliva. But it should be from this Volt company that it's in collaboration with JetBlue. So I am doing the testing through Zoom. So early in the morning, so I already unboxed it. So as a matter of fact, so it's okay to open it as long as I keep the vial sealed. So there you go. It's this is the one. So it has basic stuff. It has as a matter of fact, it has this. What's this? Oh, this is the overnight shipping. So early in the morning on Wednesday, I'll be doing I'll be sampling. I will be Zooming with a physician or a medical practitioner. It could be a nurse. They have to make certain that the samples are actually coming from me. And I already registered, and I just need to go online and Zoom. And this is what? Actually, this is the pack. This is the UPS, the prepaid envelope UPS, and also inside, this is my hazard thing. I believe this is where I'm gonna put the sample. The vial is right in this plastic bag, and it has, there you go. That's the vial. This I should not open it, so I should open it right during the Zoom with a medical practitioner. So this is the content. There you go. It has small vial, and there's a liquid. I don't know what it is for. They were going to tell me what is it for. And there's a booklet and like a cotton swab. Anyway, so heading off to Aruba finally. So since I'll be flying with JetBlue, so I can do the saliva testing. So the requirement is 72 hours. The 72 hours should start ticking in my final leg of my flight. I do have a connection in Miami, so that starts the counting. But I should take it on Wednesday. I'm leaving on Friday. It should still be all right. But apparently the United States has required all passengers ingoing passengers back to the US to do testing, which I will gonna do. I'll be doing another testing in Aruba before I leave Aruba, heading back to the States. But for the States, they require either PCR or the antigen test. I'm just gonna take the antigen test. It's quick, fast, and inexpensive. So anyway, so I'm over the moon. I'm flying. Finally, after at least 3 months, the last destination I had was in Maldives. It was a pretty amazing trip. That was in December 2020, and this time for my spring holiday, to Aruba. And I'm planning a trip. This should happen. I'm planning a trip to the other BC of the ABC, because Aruba, together with Bonaire and Curacao, they call it the ABC. They are neighboring island nation in the Caribbean. So I am planning a trip to Bonaire and Curacao for the summer, together with Seychelles as well as the Philippines. As I said a while ago in the other segment of this video, I was about to go to Seychelles. Everything was set, my flight, my accommodation, etc. But the COVID thing happened, so there was a total shutdown of airlines, flight cancellation. The great thing about the Emirates, so they gave me a year to save the ticket. Now I'm using it. Hopefully, nothing. Hopefully, it will not gonna be a push come to show. All right. Hopefully, nothing bad will happen. No more pandemic. Anyway, so Seychelles. The good thing about Seychelles is that they allow any passenger from any part of the world, including the United States, as long as you are fully vaccinated. I just had my COVID vaccination a couple of weeks ago. Actually, tomorrow will be the second week, 14th day. Got no adverse reaction. I got the Moderna, so typically you get the adverse serious reaction after 14 days or within 14 days. I never had. Tomorrow is my 14th day, and my second job will be the day after my arrival from Aruba, and then I can say I'm all gonna be fully vaccinated. For Seychelles, so they only require if you have PCR testing and there's no quarantining, and they now allow even countries that have a very high infection like the United States to visit their nation, and less restriction. Of course, you got your masking, hand washing, social distancing if you are fully vaccinated, kind of like the international passport, right? No, the COVID passport. So that's a good thing. There are other nations as well that they allow tourists to go as long as you're fully vaccinated. Georgia is one. I think Georgia, Seychelles, of course. There's a few more. You can search them. I forgot. So some of those countries I've been already, but Seychelles, I've been wanting to go to Seychelles. Finally, they're opening, and blessing in disguise, I'll be getting my full vaccination by the first week of April. All right, so it's still raining and it's wet. Oops! Oh my God! Sorry. My small stool anyway. That's a blooper. Anyway, so it's still raining. So composure. So I am just so excited about this trip. Anyway, plus not forget to mention I am planning a trip to the Philippines once again. I love the Philippines. So the only thing is that international passengers, Bolivians, and tourists are not permitted to go to the Philippines once again. Actually, starting today for a month. That's because of this increasing incidence of this variants. That's bad, isn't it? Anyways, it's just for a month. Hopefully, things will get better and better after a month, and I won't be flying to the Philippines if they're open until June or July during the summer. Alright? I hope everyone is doing well. I have to be very careful. Alright, so have a good night, everybody. And we are still doing business learning. As a matter of fact, today I will find out whether we will continue on business learning or we are going to to go hybrid. I love this too. Alright, so once again, traveling is not arriving to a new destination. It is looking at the world in a different perspective. Keep the smile and the world really smile at you. Cheers, be safe, bye for now. God bless everybody.